Are you planning a self-guided trip to Russia but don't know where to start? What about the visa? Which airline is cheapest? How many days make a good itinerary? And which hotel is convenient and affordable? In this travel documentary, we'll walk you through each step, from planning a 7-day journey across major cities like Moscow, St. Petersburg, Irkutsk, to experiencing the Trans-Siberian train, the frozen Lake Baikal, and Russia's iconic dishes. But first, let's see what makes Russia truly special. What will you get from visiting Russia? Spanning across vast regions of Asia and Europe, Russia is a destination worth exploring. Here, you'll clearly feel the blend of deep-rooted history and the quiet beauty of nature. One of the first experiences you should try in Russia is visiting Lake Baikal, the world's deepest freshwater lake, located in Siberia. In winter, the lake's surface freezes crystal clear like a mirror, and you can skate or drive across it. In summer, try sitting on a small wooden boat, drifting gently on the clear water and watching the sunrise in total calm. If you love the festive vibe, don't miss Maslenitsa, Russia's colorful end-of-winter pancake festival. It's when the whole village gathers in the snowy outdoors, lighting bonfires and cooking golden blinis, traditional pancakes symbolizing the sun. The air is filled with laughter, tug-of-war, horseback riding, snow games, and the ritual of burning a straw effigy to bid winter farewell. The rich scent of buttery pancakes spreads across the square as laughter echoes over white snow. A simple yet heartwarming festival where you don't just watch, but truly feel human connection in the late winter chill. If you prefer peace and quiet, the Karelia Mountains are your ideal choice. This land is home to endless taiga forests and wooden villages near lakes or deep woods. You can join locals in lighting a fire, tasting smoked fish, barley cakes, and sipping hot wild berry tea. It's a simple kind of experience, yet one that will make you want to return again. Everything you've just seen is only the beginning. The most surprising experiences are waiting for you in Part 6, so don't look away. Best time and ideal seasons to travel to Russia. Each season in Russia has its own charm, and choosing the right time will help you fully enjoy the scenery, festivals, and culture. The travel guide below will help you plan accordingly for your trip. Summer, June, August. The best season for a first-time trip to Russia. Clear skies, pleasant weather, cities filled with festivals, and the magical white nights of St. Petersburg. This is the ideal time to walk around Moscow, visit the Summer Palace Peterhof, or simply enjoy the golden sunshine by the Moskva River. Autumn, September, October. The season of vibrant colors and romantic landscapes. Trees turn golden, parks are covered with maple leaves, and the chilly air is just right for sipping a hot coffee in the heart of Moscow or St. Petersburg. This is the perfect time for those who love quiet, poetic, and serene beauty. Winter, December, February. Russia feels like it stepped out of a fairy tale. Snow blankets everything, Christmas markets sparkle, and frozen canals turn into giant skating rinks. If you want to feel the true Russian spirit, both harsh and romantic, this is the season not to miss. Spring, April, May. A time of transformation for Russia. Snow melts, trees bud, and spring flowers begin blooming across the boulevards. The cities gradually come back to life with fresh air and pleasant weather. A perfect time for those wanting to experience a gentle Russia bursting with new energy after the long, cold winter. Hey there, where are you watching from? Which city are you in? Drop a comment so we don't feel alone. A small action, but a big motivation for us to bring you even more exciting videos. Thank you so much, and lots of love to you. Getting lost in Red Square or catching snowflakes in St. Petersburg? First, you'll need a plane ticket, but don't rush to book it yet. With a few smart tips in the next section, you could fly to Russia with up to 25 to 30% off. Flights, visa, entry to Russia. Traveling to Russia is no longer out of reach, but missing documents can make the journey complicated. The detailed travel guide below will help you prepare thoroughly so you can confidently explore the vast, magnificent, and captivating land of birch trees. Some popular airlines. Currently, there are no direct flights from the US to Russia. Most travelers will need to transit through major hub airports like Istanbul or Doha. Turkish Airlines. You'll fly from major US cities like New York or Los Angeles, transit in Istanbul, then continue to Moscow or St. Petersburg. Good service and convenient layover times. Aeroflot, Russia's national airline, offering many international flights to Moscow and an extensive domestic network, especially suitable if flying from Europe or the Middle East. Finding good flight deals. Best time to book tickets, book 2-3 months in advance if you plan to travel during peak season, June, August, or year-end, when the weather is ideal and many events are held. Flying midweek, Tuesday to Thursday, or early morning, often results in cheaper fares compared to weekends. Monitor regular promotions from airlines like Turkish Airlines, Emirates, and Qatar Airways, especially at month-end or during global sales events. Some Flight Plus tour combo packages in Moscow or St. Petersburg can help you save up to 25–30%. Tools to find cheap flights. Google Flights, Skyscanner, Hopper. Great for tracking price changes and comparing airlines from the US, Europe, Australia, or Southeast Asia. Traveloka, Agoda, Klook. Ideal if you want to book flight plus hotel combos for cost savings. Visa and entry documents. Citizens from the US, UK, EU, Australia, Canada, and many others must obtain a visa before entering Russia. Russia does not yet offer widespread visa exemptions for tourism. A standard tourist visa to Russia is usually valid for 30 days and can be obtained in the following ways. Apply online through support services like Atlas or iVisa. Submit your application directly at the Russian embassy or consulate. Required documents. Passport, valid for at least 6 months. Passport photo plus visa application form. Hotel, booking confirmation or invitation letter from a travel agency. Round-trip flight tickets. Basic itinerary. Entry tips for Russia. Entry at major airports like Sheremetyevo or Pulkovo is generally smooth, but officials may ask for your itinerary or accommodation confirmation. Print out your return ticket and hotel booking, and keep soft copies on your phone in case you're asked. Financial proof is not mandatory, but having an international credit card or a simple bank statement can help in unforeseen situations. Language may be a barrier. It's helpful to install Google Translate or Russian, or learn a few basic phrases for communication. After just a few steps at immigration, you'll officially set foot in the land where history, snow, and hospitality blend together, launching your grand journey between East and West. And when your plane touches down on Russian soil, the real adventure begins. If you don't want to blow your budget on airport taxis, get lost in Cyrillic signs, or struggle to connect to Wi-Fi in freezing weather, don't skip the essential survival tips in the next section. Things to do after landing. Upon landing at international airports like Moscow, SVO, DME, or St. Petersburg, LED, take a few minutes to prepare some small but crucial things to ensure a smooth and budget-friendly start to your Russian adventure. Buy a SIM card or Wi-Fi. You can buy a SIM card right at the airport from providers like MTS, Beeline, or Megafon. Unlimited 4G data plans typically cost between 4 to 12 pounds a week. Enough for maps, ride-hailing, and staying connected during your trip. Airport kiosks offer basic English support and quick setup. Exchange cash. While international cards are widely accepted, it's still smart to exchange a small amount of rubles, ruby, for taxis, snacks, or tips. Airport rates are usually low, so only exchange enough for the first 1 to 2 days. Later, withdraw from ATMs like Sberbank or VTB for better exchange rates. Download ride-hailing apps. Download Yandex Go, the most popular ride-hailing app in Russia, similar to Grab/Uber. Transparent pricing. Pay via app or cash, helping you avoid being overcharged. You can also install City Mobile, available in some major cities. Getting from the airport to the city, from Moscow, SVO or DME, Aero Express is a fast, budget-friendly option, about $6, taking you straight to downtown Moscow in 35–45 minutes. For taxis, Yandex Go is a safe choice. Fares range from $11 to $20 depending on location and peak hours. You can pre-book a private car or shuttle via Klook or through your hotel, with prices from $30. Some packages include a 4G SIM or short city tours, convenient and stress-free. A small warning for you. Avoid drivers soliciting rides outside terminals. They're usually unofficial with inflated rates. Only take metered taxis or use ride-hailing apps. If you have bulky luggage or are arriving late at night, pre-book a private car to avoid waiting. Eyeing a destination but don't know where to start? Drop its name in the comments. We'll build a full itinerary, cost estimate, and maybe even make a dedicated travel vlog just for you. Who knows, your dream trip could be our next video. Thanks and much love. Do you love city vibes with full modern amenities and rich cuisine? Or are you seeking a place to feel humbled by vast, pristine nature and endless white snow? The next section will show you where to stay in Russia, from luxury hotels in Moscow to cozy wooden cabins in the taiga and lakeside homestays near Lake Baikal. Let's continue exploring. Itinerary and accommodation suggestions. Where to go and stay during 7 days in Russia. This is the ideal suggested itinerary. Discover historical landmarks, cultural highlights, and relax by Lake Baikal, with accommodation options for every budget. Suggested 7-day itinerary in Russia. Explore from Moscow to Baikal. Savor every moment along the way. Days 1 to 2. Moscow, the heart of both modern and ancient Russia. On your first day, begin your journey with a walk across Red Square. Take a photo in front of the colorful St. Basil's Cathedral. Then stroll slowly along the Kremlin, where the echoes of the Tsars still seem to whisper through the ancient stones. When sunset falls over the Moskva River, wander around the lit-up square and stop by Cafe Pushkin, a classic aristocratic Russian restaurant famous for its borscht beet soup, goose liver, and honey cake. Comforting and as if you're living inside a Tolstoy novel. If you want to try more rustic Russian food, opt for Teremok, a fast food chain offering traditional blini, hot soups, and kvass, a fermented rye drink. If day 1 is about the past, then day 2 takes you underground, where stations like Mayakovskaya and Komsomolskaya shine like palaces. In Moscow, riding the metro isn't just transportation, it's a vibrant art experience, with every dome and mural telling stories of a grand Russian legacy. Next, take a stroll through the gum department store, located right by Red Square. It's not just for high-end shopping. Gum is also famous for its legendary ice cream, a simple treat that everyone who visits Moscow must try at least once. To enjoy Moscow in the most luxurious way, stay at Ararat Park Hyatt Moscow, around $400 night, a top-tier hotel just minutes from the Kremlin, with an indoor pool and rooftop views of the city. For modern comfort on a budget, Penta Hotel Moscow Arbat, $80 $120 night, is an ideal choice, right in the pedestrian center near eateries, metro access, and nightlife spots. Days 3 to 4. St. Petersburg, the imperial city by the Neva River. After 2 fairy tale-like days in Moscow, it's time to head north to St. Petersburg, the former capital of the Tsars, and a city steeped in imperial elegance. Dedicate your 3rd day to architectural and artistic marvels. From the Grand Winter Palace to the Hermitage Museum, housing over 3 million priceless artifacts, to St. Isaac's Cathedral with its golden dome gleaming against the cold gray sky, everything takes you back to the Tsarist era. During your packed sightseeing schedule, stop at Katyusha Restaurant, a Soviet-style eatery famed for its borscht, pelmeni, Russian dumplings, and melt-in-your-mouth beef stroganoff. On the following day, let things slow down. Stroll along the Neva River, feel the chill in the breeze. In the afternoon, consider a sunset cruise on the Neva, watching the city bathe in golden light. Or attend a ballet performance at the Mariinsky Theater, where classical Russian art lives on in all its grace. To make the most of your visit, stay around Nevsky Prospect, where you'll find restaurants, cafes, museums, and shopping all in one place. If you want to be close to the Hermitage, just a few minutes walk, Station Hotel Premier at around $50 night is a smart pick. Clean, modern, and well-equipped for a comfy stay. If you love art and a more romantic feel, try Kaleidoscope on Nevsky, or $100 night, a charming boutique hotel with street view rooms and a cozy cafe downstairs, perfect for starting your day in the heart of St. Petersburg. Day 5. On the Trans-Siberian journey, crossing Russia. After basking in royal grandeur in St. Petersburg, it's time to move on to a new chapter, the cross-continental journey on the Trans-Siberian Railway, a living symbol connecting Europe and Asia. You'll spend the entire day on the train, gliding past endless taiga forests, frozen rivers, misty villages, and mesmerizing remote stops. The scenes outside your window unfold like a living film, from golden morning light over pine woods to purple sunsets stretching across vast steppes. Meals on board are a unique experience. You can try beef stew noodles, Russian style, hot soup with black bread, or simple pelmeni dumplings served with sour cream and hot tea. If lucky, you might meet locals carrying dried fruit, smoked sausages, or homemade pastries, eager to share a few bites and heartfelt conversation, even without a common language. For the best experience, book a 2-berth sleeper cabin, offering you privacy to rest, sip tea, and gaze out the window at snow-covered forests and rustic villages rolling slowly by. Day 6. Irkutsk, gateway to Lake Baikal. After days of constant travel and discovery, Irkutsk is the perfect stop to breathe in the fresh air and slow down amid the rustic charm of Siberia. In the morning, start your journey in the 130 Kvartal Old District, where traditional wooden houses retain their 19th century simplicity. Visit the Epiphany Cathedral with its shining golden dome, then stroll through Irkutsk's central market, where the colors of dried fruit, smoked fish, fresh cheese, and the voices of local vendors blend into a vivid picture of daily life. For lunch, enjoy a true Siberian meal at Rasolnik Restaurant, a traditional eatery known for grilled omul, a fish native to Lake Baikal, solyanka soup, and blini served with wild honey. Or simply stop by a small cafe. Order a hot cup of black tea, sit by the window and watch the snowfall, letting time pass slowly. In the afternoon, wander through old bookshops, craft souvenir stores, or visit the local history museum to better understand this vast and mysterious Siberian land. Staying in central Irkutsk is most convenient, easy access, and close to the main attractions. You can stay at Hotel Irkutsk for about $40 night, simple yet complete rooms right beside the cool Angara River, or try Baikal Story Hotel for around $80 night, charming, cozy, and full of Siberian character with wooden interiors and a pleasant rustic vibe. Day 7. Lake Baikal, where the soul of Siberia speaks. After 6 vibrant and exciting days exploring Russia, the final day is your chance to slow down. By the calm waters of Lake Baikal, where untouched nature touches all your senses. From Irkutsk, it's just about an hour to reach Listvyanka village, where the vast lake meets the foot of the mountains, and time seems to pause in the mist and the soft whisper of wind across the water. Rent a bicycle and ride along the lakefront, visit the Baikal Museum, or simply sit quietly by the rocks and let nature speak its silent language. At noon, enjoy freshly grilled omul caught from the lake, served with black bread, pickled vegetables, and hot tea. Simple dishes that carry the deep soul of Siberia. They warm your heart in the sub-zero cold and make this faraway land feel surprisingly close. In the afternoon, return to Irkutsk. Take a final walk along the Angara River and pick up a few local souvenirs from the market. Dried fish, wool shawls, Siberian honey. If your flight is early the next day, Hotel Irkutsk or Baikal Story Hotel are convenient places to rest and prepare for your journey home. Must-have booking apps for traveling in Russia. Booking.com. Flexible changes, widely used in city center hotels. Agoda. Great deals, especially for Asian travelers. Ostrovok.ru. A local Russian platform, often offers better prices if you sign up. Airbnb, perfect for full home rentals, local living experiences, or traveling with a group. There are still so many incredible tours I haven't had the chance to share in this video. Leave a comment below and tell me which destination you want to explore. I'll create a special detailed video just for you. Some people come to Russia planning to stay just a few days, but then find it hard to leave. Why? The upcoming experiences will give you the answer. In the next part, you'll understand what makes Russia so unforgettable. Highlight destinations and experiences. In this travel documentary journey, we'll begin at some of Russia's most magnificent landmarks, where art and history intertwine in every dome, corridor, and beam of light. Hermitage Museum, St. Petersburg. Spend around 3 hours at the Hermitage and you'll feel like you've stepped into an artistic dream. This place not only displays masterpieces by Da Vinci, Rembrandt, and Michelangelo, but is also housed in a lavish palace filled with golden halls, hand-painted ceilings, and endless corridors. Every step you take is a journey back through time, from classical European art to the glorious tales of Tsarist Russia. If you love beauty, this is a must-visit destination in St. Petersburg. Catherine Palace and Peterhof. If you've ever dreamed of stepping into the world of Russian queens and czars, then Catherine Palace and Peterhof are where those dreams come true. You'll be dazzled by the golden halls, intricate murals, and perfectly manicured gardens straight out of a fairy tale. Especially at Peterhof, the fountain complex, with over 150 water jets and gilded sculptures, will leave you completely mesmerized. Leaving behind the grandeur of palaces and golden halls, we now step into a vibrant Russia in celebration, where culture comes alive through fire, song, and ancient belief. Orthodox Christmas and Russian New Year. Traveling to Russia from December to early January means living through two completely different emotional worlds. Orthodox Christmas, January 7th, takes place in a solemn, simple, and deeply spiritual atmosphere. A time when Russians gather with family, go to church, and light candles in prayer. New Year's Eve, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. Dazzling fireworks, lively Christmas markets, sparkling ice castles, and music echoing through Red Square, as if all of Russia has turned into a winter fairy tale, and you are stepping right into the story. Ivan Kupala, the mysterious summer festival. If you want to experience a very different side of Russia, intimate, wild, and rich in folklore, don't miss Ivan Kupala. This traditional summer festival usually takes place in nature, by rivers, in forests, and around bonfires that blaze through the night. You'll see girls wearing flower crowns, letting them float down rivers as love offerings, locals dancing around fires, singing ancient songs, and the legendary fern flower search, a mythical symbol of love and fortune. And perhaps there's nothing more poetic than ending a day with a stroll through Izmailovsky Night Market, where you experience Russia not through museums, but through the folk colors and everyday warmth of its people. Izmailovsky Night Market Experience, Moscow. If you want to find a glimpse of old Russia in the heart of Moscow, Izmailovsky Night Market is the perfect place to start. Wandering among the colorful wooden houses, you can buy hand-painted Matryoshka dolls, try on a Tsar-style cloak, or discover vintage Soviet-era memorabilia. Then, stop by a charcoal-grilled shashlik stall, sip hot samovar tea, or a shot of warm honey vodka. There's no rush, no noise, just the rustic, rich, and sincere essence of Russian life. By now, you might be wondering, so how much does it cost to visit Russia? Coming up next is a simple, clear breakdown of expenses to help you plan your own journey to the land of birch and snow. Estimated costs and budgeting. Traveling in Russia is not as expensive as many might think, as long as you choose the style that suits you, whether it's urban exploration or a journey through historic cities. In this travel vlog, we've compiled a reference of daily spending per person, depending on how you want to experience Russia. Going to Russia doesn't have to be expensive. Just choose the right approach. If you're traveling on a budget, around 40-60 USD day is enough. Stay in a central hostel, use the metro, eat at local diners, and visit free or low-cost museums. With a mid-range budget of 65 to 100 USD day, you can stay in a nice hotel, dine in restaurants, take taxis or ride-hailing apps, and buy tickets to palaces and theaters. For a premium experience starting from 130 USD day, you can stay in resorts, enjoy fine dining, ride the Sapsan high-speed train in business class, or hire a private guide. In short, with around 500 to 700 USD, you can explore Russia for one full week, from Moscow to St. Petersburg, with comfort, rich experiences, and unforgettable memories. Culture and things to avoid. Russians may appear cold at first, but once you understand their culture, you'll discover a very unique warmth, subtle, profound, and sincere. To make your journey more fulfilling, this travel guide will help you avoid unnecessary misunderstandings. Things you should do. Always take off your shoes when entering a home. This is an unspoken rule in Russia. Hosts usually provide indoor slippers for guests, and keeping the floor clean is a sign of respect. Shake hands politely when greeting. When meeting for the first time, especially with men, you should give a light handshake and make direct eye contact. Russians don't usually smile much during greetings. This doesn't mean they're unfriendly, but rather it shows seriousness and respect. Dress modestly when entering churches. Men should remove their hats, while women should wear a headscarf and long sleeves or skirts below the knee. This shows reverence when visiting Orthodox churches. Things to avoid. Never give an even number of flowers. In Russian culture, even numbers are for funerals. When gifting flowers, always choose odd numbers like 3, 5, or 7. Avoid loud laughter in public. Russians tend to maintain a serious demeanor in public. Laughing loudly or speaking too noisily can be seen as lacking refinement. Don't shake hands across a doorway. In traditional belief, shaking hands across a threshold is considered bad luck. Always step fully inside or wait for the other person to step out before shaking hands. Understanding and respecting local culture not only ensures a smooth trip, but also opens up meaningful conversations and genuine connections with Russian people. Together, we've just explored a travel documentary through Russia, not only through grand visuals, but also with a clear itinerary, budget tips, and practical guidance for independent travelers. Russia doesn't rush, and it's not always easy to grasp on the first encounter. But it's exactly this contrast between ancient and modern, cold and warm, that makes every experience deeper. From a quiet afternoon inside a golden-domed cathedral in St. Petersburg, to bursts of laughter among dancing crowds during the Maslenitsa festival. This is a detailed travel guide video for those planning a trip to Russia. If you want to travel independently, save money, and explore like a local, this is the full documentary for you. And if this video made you fall in love with Russia just a little more, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Which city should I explore next? Or what experience in Russia are you most curious about? Let's begin the next journey, right here.